Oh Lord, now, hey guys, we got the world's famous fake feminist.
Wait,
What is up with these? Why she want to come fucking with us?
Oh God.
Why they want to come fucking with us? Did y'all want to fuck with these motherfuckers?
I'm gonna let you make that decision, big dog.
I'm gonna let the chat tell me. Do y'all want to mess with the world's famous fake feminist of all time? Who cares of who? Who cares of who? What the fuck is who cares of who?
Let's hear what she got to say.
Go ahead. What she got to say? Go ahead, Carrie.
Can you read it? Said who's scared of who? You see what it says?
No, I didn't
thought
see
I
it.
heard my name and nigga.
No, you didn't. You didn't think you heard shit. You did hear it. You did hear it. Look at that. No, you ain't. Look at that. Look at her. Listen to her.
Anti-Afro Bengalis, what you just heard is stalking. What you're going to hear more in a second of stalking. When you have someone who very clearly knows that you don't want to have any interaction with them. Carrie Ann heard what they were talking about. You think they really wanted Carrie Ann to go over there and join their conversation? Carrie Ann knows they don't want her there. But I'm going to come back and give you some more information about what's happening here. Stay tuned and I will return.
Angry motherfucker.
2.0
You want that bad, baby? You want that bad? You're angry that you can't get no tonight? You're angry? You got buck. You got what the fuck going on in this motherfucker?
God damn.
Oh man.
That's what you got going on, Carrie. World's famous feminist, lying, fake, phony. You can see the logic in everything except for the fucking obvious. That sums you the fuck up in your history in this fucking sector. Facts. Now go ahead. You can speak now. Go ahead. Now you quiet?
I heard somebody say I was scared. I see you want to talk about.
Nah, you the one got a motherfucking dog coming in this bitch up there chirping and shit. Sound like he fucking getting abused or some motherfucking shit is going on. Like he being mistreated. That's what the fuck going on. I don't have pets. I don't even care for pets. You the one got a fucking dog in the background all the goddamn time, not me.
Right, my dog lives with me. He's always
that's the only organism that lives that can actually tolerate your miserable ass. That is the only organism that can tolerate your miserable ass. You're miserable, baby. You're miserable. You're miserable. Listen to she mad. Look at she mad, y'all.
Girl, you better get it together, girl.
I'm not mad.
Listen. You're mad. You're mad. You're mad.
I'm a suck with a bump. Oh, she got a dog.
Okay, don't you have a dog?
Wait a minute.
Do you want to talk about this topic at hand? Because
No, I can talk about what the fuck I want to. What the fuck you think you can come up here? We can talk about what the topic. No. The fuck is what you mean the topic? This ain't no motherfucking Triggs letting you get away with that bullshit. Motherfucking T-Pre letting you run your motherfucking mouth making no goddamn sense and shit. All illogical and shit. Just rambling and people can't even follow what the fuck you saying. Just like to hear yourself talking.
Wait a minute. D-Durrell.
Yeah.
D-Durrell, wait a minute. She may talk about those Cash App receipts Stargate put up against Ray.
Go ahead. Let her ramble.
I mean, if D-Durrell can stop thinking about my dog.
Now, see, look at that. See, that's what I'm saying. Now she want to talk about dog. You the one that own a motherfucking dog. You the one. They just coming in there doing goofy shit. She just wanted the fucking art. This ain't no motherfucking hoodie. She thought this ain't no motherfucking hoodie here. She should already know better. I'm the nigga that changed the way Carrie Ann looked. Man, before I roasted Carrie Ann was coming on this bitch with her hair all over the fucking place, fucking looking ashy and dingy with no fucking makeup on and fucking dirty ass shirt that she wore for 3 days and shit. Man, when I start digging at her ass, next thing you know, she got braids and fucking lip gloss on and fucking mascara and all kind of fucking, even put lashes on the motherfucking. That's what the fuck I did. Nigga, I did the sector a fucking favor. When the last time Carrie Ann came on a live stream actually fucking happy? Can y'all, when the last time this ever came up in here happy, man?
Yeah, I said the
When?
same thing because every time she was coming to my shit, she wanted to fuss. Cause man, she ain't trying to talk. I told y'all in my live, Carrie is now trying to defend Trids because this is her opportunity for us to stop calling her a man hater. She think that's gonna
Man.
cover that. Man, no. So she wants to defend the biggest dummy on YouTube. And he letting her take the hit for it.
If you read between the lines, what she's telling you is, she's telling you, you know, she want to join your team again. You know what I'm saying? She was finna come over here and make it live for you. You know what I'm saying? Because she was gonna give this big, huge announcement that she didn't give in her original statement regarding Ray Triggs. She's got something big, huge, different announcement. So she want to join your team again, and she gonna make it juicy for you.
Stalkers want you to know they have disdain for you. Don't be fooled by thinking stalkers admire you. They don't. They're angry with you. They're very resentful. They feel rejected. And they have something they want to continue to tell you. They want you to feel what they're feeling. They want you to know what they think about you. They want you to sit as a captive audience so they can unleash upon you. This is what Carrie Ann is doing. She needs the target to sit still at attention, obedient, as if you're in a kindergarten classroom and you're just looking at the teacher. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, whoever the teacher's name is, I'm going to listen to you. Tell me everything that you have to say to me. In this instance, everything negative. And Carrie Ann doesn't individualize things, not at all. She globalizes her thoughts and feelings towards this population that she has such disdain for. And she hates being identified as who she is, someone who has disdain for this particular population. It is no secret, none whatsoever. She wants you to be subjected to her wrath. She wants to find a way where she can shame you. She wants to find a way where she can harass you. She wants to find a way where it will make a dent. She will dig around for the most disgusting and vile insults that she can find. That is learned behavior. Doesn't matter if the behavior is positive or negative, it's learned in the same way. Reinforcement. And let's be clear, if someone is raising you and their predominant theme with raising you is shame and humiliation, yes, they're going to teach you in between that things that'll make your presence to them tolerable. Like, be quiet, don't speak unless you're spoken to, don't yell at me. So you might see some of those behaviors in very small spurts. Typically, you will see those behaviors in the introductory part of the conversation so the person can get in. They need to get in first. But right when Carrie Ann got in, she started being inappropriate. She started trying to dominate. She started trying to show those men on the panel how much disdain she has for them as a group, not individuals. She does not see brothers as individuals. She sees them as a group to be targeted for the worst type of insults, to express the most hatred and resentment that she has. But when she decides to go and defend, she picks out the traits that she so despises in them, the abuse, the harassment, because that's what she's drawn to. That's what she's used to. She's on a repeat cycle, trying her hardest to get noticed. What she constantly does is rail on the brothers, how much she has hatred for them, how much she feels that they are basically nothing but the worst of the worst in society. She always looks at them in terms of their worst characteristics. Now, if you think about other cultures, she does what the racists do. When they want to think about a black person, they're going to judge our race and our culture by the worst of the worst. That's what Carrie Ann does. Whenever she speaks about black men as a group, it's negative. Extremely negative. She does not have a global disposition or view or perception of black men that's in any way positive. It's 100% negative, stereotypical, and abusive. And she wants to find the quickest route to insult. Carrie Ann considers black men to be viewed in the worst possible light. She doesn't look at black men in a positive light and then says, you know what, let me go and see individually how they are. No, she starts out globally, and then she is, you have to prove yourself to me that you're worthy as a black man. That's her attitude. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times people would come onto a panel. Oh, did you see Carrie Ann got told off on that channel? La, la, la. And one time I said, where did this happen? She was attacking another black man. It was ridiculous. There was a black man on a panel, was talking about his military career, and he was some sort of ammunition or firearm instructor, something very specialized. I think he was in the Army. And Carrie Ann starts to attack this brother and telling him he is not a teacher. You are an instructor. I'm the teacher. I'm the one that has this. She started talking about some certificate that she has, a specialization with children or something like that. And she proceeded to try and denigrate this brother's specialized skill in the Army, teaching people how not to blow themselves up. Are you serious? And she's up here shitting on his military career. Probably because if she actually didn't have one, we understand how that likely turned out. Never mentions military, never mentions friends. She lies about so much, but it's very easy. She's extremely reactive when anybody talks about themselves. And the brother was just talking about what he was doing as an adjunct to making a point. He wasn't bragging about what he was doing. So then she turned the conversation onto herself. And the brother said, you know what? That's why I don't like coming to this panel whenever she's here. Which means there's a history of this. But let me tell you about this certificate that she says she has a specialty. It's just a standard certificate that teachers in the state of Georgia can get because they take some classes online about special ed. She's not a special education certified instructor or any sort of specialist. It's just the basic information or standard information. All for naught because she doesn't demonstrate any of it. The terms that she uses towards other people, she calls them RETAR, and you finish the rest. Who with the teaching credential is using that language? Someone who should never have received a teaching credential, because Carrie Ann constantly besmirches the profession. Constantly. But she absolutely will go to great lengths to knee-jerk defend the worst of the worst in terms of character. This disgusting display of self-hatred, it continues to go on, and it's something that Carrie Ann tries to force upon others. She wants them to feel the worst of the worst about themselves, and when they don't, she starts screaming and barking at them and trying to get them to believe the worst of the worst about themselves, as she does. And then if that doesn't work, she'll just make shit up. Comments were made about her and the dog, and then she turns around and says that somebody else wants to do something to her dog and mentions all this graphic sexual. It's just, this is someone who absolutely is severely challenged when it comes to maintaining a modicum of decorum that demonstrates she has any self-control. She doesn't have any self-control. It's very, very limited. She is extremely uncomfortable having rational, calm discussions. She doesn't trust rational, calm discussions. It makes her nervous. She starts trying to find a way to go into 0 to 100 mode. She'll say anything. She has to be amped up. That's where she feels the most comfortable because that's what she's used to. She's used to being insulted. She's accustomed to being insulted and verbally abused. So that's what she's comfortable doing to others. And when people don't let her do it, she becomes even more anxious and distressed and goes and puts up a live stream with lies in it to completely put a scenario in a manner that's false. But it justifies what she's saying. She'll make up a lie then start to come out with this increasingly vulgar and verbally abusive rhetoric based on a lie that she crafted, that somebody wants to do something to her dog, which was not stated. Nobody made any such statement. She made the statement about the person who mentioned her dog. She has to change it around to give herself justification of the vulgar, disgusting language that she uses. It doesn't make any difference what the other person is saying. It makes a difference what you're saying. That's what you're going to get in trouble for. And when it involves lies and when there's documentation and evidence to show that, this is where the problem comes in. But I maintain this is specifically Carrie Ann's problem. She is essentially already handled. It's just a matter of time. And no, we're not coming on here to tell you shit. You'll find out all on your own. I saw a screenshot her saying, I want to know what they wrote about me. I thought you had somebody on the union helping you. Why don't you go hire an attorney and find out what was written about you? Multiple people had things written about Carrie Ann and they signed their name to it. Go get a lawyer and find out what was said. Although I don't think it should be any surprise because she knows what she's all about. She's just unwilling to admit it. She just wants everybody else to be what she is. That will not happen. There is no one else like Carrie Ann in and around the Umar Johnson sector who thinks she can order people to sit still for her abusive rants. And when they don't want to do that, look what happens. She starts flying into rages and going in rants. The 28-day rant she did when I kicked her off this channel, she was shocked because she thought I was going to give a damn. I don't. Like I said before, I could get Carrie Ann all turned up and I wouldn't even have to mention my name. It's what she says about others, which is more important. You're not impacting me, but I sure can make a dent, and we are making a dent based on what you said about other people. The frustration will continue to build. Carrie Ann will never get compliance, trashing black men and convincing them to accept her opinion of them, her view of them, and to live by that so they can feel like she does about herself. That's what she'll continue to do. She'll continue to try to force this on black men, but they're not going to accept it. And she becomes more angry. She gets more frustrated, gets more escalated, becomes even more out of control than she already is. And this is someone who wants to run around challenging every black man about what they do for a living and swearing up and down that she's better. If you have to keep telling people that you're better, obviously you're not. If you're about something, that just comes out on its own. You don't have to sit here and try to force people into believing that you're something that you clearly aren't with respect to character traits. So here we are again with Carrie Ann trying her hardest to make it appear things are just how they were. And by no means are they, folks. I'm not going to get into any more of that. But I will say, I have more coming your way. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.